The Joe Rogan Experience.
So, what's it like being the dude who took out Bud Light?
Let's get right to it.
Let's get right to it. We were going to bring a few cases in here for you. Switch sunglasses.
Fuck, I'll drink it. I don't give a shit. Two kinds of beer in this world, cold and free. I like them both.
We'll bring
Man,
some.
I was just having fun, to be honest with you. I mean, I
was
was pissed, like, you know, but
Yeah.
it wasn't like it was going to wreck my day, let alone my life. I was just kind of like, what the fuck are they doing?
But
Like,
you
this is
were the
too
straw
fun.
that broke the camel's back.
I became the face of it. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
Well-
not the Pied Piper to sit around and think like people follow what Kid Rock does. I just became the face of it.
Yeah, but they kind of do. They kind of
No.
do.
Listen,
man, when you got so upset that you were fucking machine gunning.
Throwing a tantrum with a machine gun.
You machine gun cases
They want to
of
put
Bud
girls.
Light.
They want to let guys play girls sports.
That was the end. That was really it. If there's one moment that they look back on and fucking go, shit!
Oh,
it's
dude,
that
I've
moment.
talked to him about it.
I know you have.
Yeah, you were there at the UFC fight.
Yeah, and I met that dude, the CEO.
Brendan.
He's a good guy, man.
We've become friends.
He's a good guy.
He's a
real
great
good
guy. After 5 minutes of talking to him, I'm with Trump there in Dana's green room. I go to Trump, I go, see that dude behind me? I go, that's the CEO of Bud Light or Anheuser-Busch. And Trump's like, you want to go talk to him? Which in my mind, Trump said, you want to go fuck with him? And I'm like, yes, absolutely. So we go over there, we're talking to him. We actually had a great conversation. And at some point, he was telling me how he got the video. And he was actually down in Texas doing some hunting. And I'm like, we talk and talk, and I'm not going to share all our conversation. That'd probably be inappropriate. But I'm like, dude, you seem like somebody I'd fucking be friends with, that I'd hang out with. He's like, you would. That's what I'm saying. And I'm like, well, come to Nashville. Come visit me. He fucking did.
That's awesome.
Came with his top team. Fucking, we broke bread. Got fucked up on Bud Light. We fucking bowled. Like, did all this fun shit. And we had a good meeting beforehand, trying to think if there's something I could do with Anheuser-Busch, and I just didn't feel comfortable with it. You know, I threw out some ideas that scared the living fuck out of them. And at the end of the day, I was like, guys, I don't feel right taking your money. I was like, I go, we can continue the conversation, see where it ends up, but honestly, I don't want any corporate deals. I don't feel right. There's not a penny on earth that could make me change who I am or have people look at me in a different way. You know,
Right.
even though it's probably half the country at this point that likes me and the other half wants to put a bullet in me. Like, I understand that. There's no like, he's okay.
Right.
I've destroyed that. There's no, Kid Rock's okay. It's either I fucking hate that kid
Or I love that dude.
Yeah, I'll take a
Yeah.
bullet for him.
Yeah.
But, you know, we still talk. And
That's a better place to be, honestly.
yeah, and like I said, you know what I mean? They fucked up. And when you get to the grassroots of it, that's what they did. And there's so many people that work for that company, and you know all the stuff they've done. We don't have to be a broken record here.
It's a great company.
Right. And
They've
I'm like,
done amazing things. Anheuser-Busch is an amazing charitable company that they do a lot of great things.
yeah, and I dug into that, and I was educated on it. Even before Dana called me about his deal and things like that, you know, people discussed with me. You know, I did a little digging and talked to people. And I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm like, all right, they got the message. Like, I'm not someone who holds a fucking grudge his whole life. You know what I mean? And honest to God, I was having a lot of fucking fun. I don't get to pull my machine gun out and film myself doing cool shit too often. I'm just not that type of person. And I was like, this warrants it right here. Get all the Bud Light on property. That was actually all the beer I had on property. I kept a lot of that shit around, more than I thought.
We stopped selling it at the mothership because nobody's buying it. It got that bad.
You know, what's going on there?
It's nuts. It's stupid. I think it's stupid, and Shane Gillis brought it back a lot.
I love Shane. Shane's a buddy.
He's the best.
Yeah.
He brought it back a lot, you know, because he never stopped drinking it. And, you know, it's slowly making its way back, and I think the UFC helps a lot, too. But they took a big hit.
One of the things I told them was, like, I was like, I go from the outside looking in, guys, as a friend, you know, somebody who doesn't want to see this brand hurt and destroyed anymore. Like, you got smacked on the ass.
Yeah.
You know, and a pretty hard spanking. I was like, but I don't want to hold your head underwater and drown this fucking company, put people out of work and that shit. It's like, you got the message, and it's clear. I wish people knew these guys running the company because they're great fucking guys. But I said, you know, there's just a percentage of these fucking trolls on the left and on the right. They're like, I'm so empowered by the internet. I'm going to piss and bitch and moan and, I have a voice. It's like, go fuck yourself. All right? Cut it out. Like, if anyone's still spending time on this, you clearly are fucking bored. Find something better to do.
Yeah, it's definitely a pursuit of losers. But the problem is those losers can actually affect businesses. And that's what they know. They know now that it's possible, both on the right and on the left.
But they need to know there's so many more businesses in this country deserving of that treatment.
Right.
Fucking Ben & Jerry's, Starbucks, Target. The list goes on and on.
Yeah.
And I don't care if they're left wing or right wing. It's just their fucking ideology.
Yeah.
Like, when they cross that line and signal to people like myself and many others that they were okay with this transgender thing and more so at like, is this going to get directed at my kids? So you think fucking men should be in women's sports? Like, nah. That's where I'm drawing the fucking line. Get the fuck out of here.
Here we go. Yeah. Let's go.
Were we really drinking Bud Lights?
Let's go.
Watch how much shit I get for this.
Who cares?
I don't give a fuck. Why do you get Bud Lights here, by the way?
Shane.
Oh, Shane Gillis?
She's on the podcast
Oh,
all the
did
time.
I tell you these fucking smartasses? My buddies now at Anheuser-Busch. For my
Cheers, sir.
Cheers, brother. For my birthday, they sent me a fucking 100 cases of Bud Light.
That's beautiful.
It's fucking hilarious. Truck rolled up to the fucking house. I'm like, who the what? Because my friends have been bringing it over, shoving it in my golf bags. Like since I did the machine gun fucking, we'll call it machine gun gate. They've been fucking with me at everything I go to. Like someone's fucking Bud like this, Bud like that. And finally, I came to a point where I'm like, where I did my research, and like I told you, like I don't give a fuck. Like a lot of people work. You know what the worst part about it was? Is people were like, people losing their jobs. And I was like, no, people's fucking livelihoods. I knew people who drove truck for big Bud Light trucks, this, that, and the other, and their fucking livelihoods were crushed. Because now people are fucking with them. One of the heads of fucking AB said he went to my bar, Kid Rock's, big ass honky tonk in Nashville. He's like, dude, I walked through there with a Bud Light shirt. He's like, 3 people told me to go fuck myself. I was like,
yeah, I was reading about this one bar owner who had to stop carrying Bud Light because when people would buy it, other people would get aggressive with them.
yeah, and
That's dumb as fuck.
it is.
That's
It's like you can-
dumb as fuck.
And by the way, I'm not into fucking boycotts and cancel culture. Like sending someone a message, okay, or when they're targeting our children, shit like that. Like, there's a fine line there, but ultimately, I'm not fucking into cancel culture and fucking that shit. I mean, I fucking railed against it since day fucking one. And I'm like, we send them a message, we don't need to fucking cancel them, all right? If they go down this path again and they start this, like, I think they figured out if you're in business and you have a clear market, you might want to focus on that market.
Yeah, and don't disparage them openly, publicly, like they did.
Yeah, I don't think if there's what would be like, what's a target audience for gay people, a product? Like
Lube.
Lube. I think that's universal. But it's something like that. That's this is for gay people. Primarily.
I don't think there's
then
a
you
thing.
probably don't want to advertise on the outdoor channel.
Right.
Just
Musicals.
saying. It's nothing to say it's bad or wrong or fucking right.
Right.
It's just fucking common sense.
That's an actually good comparison. It'd be like advertising musicals on the outdoor
Hey, Bud
channel.
Light, send me a fucking check.
They sent you how much beer?
2 pallets, 100 cases.
How much is that worth?
I have no fucking
Probably a lot of
idea.
money.
Well, it depends.
How much did they spend on that?
On Broadway in Nashville, including our bar, we're guilty of it. Everyone does it. I'm not a fan of it. Beers are fucking like $7 to $10.
Wow.
Nobody bats an eye.
Wow.
But when we went into the agreement with my partner with the bar, I was like, I don't want shit to do with operations at any level, with dealing with bands, booking. I'll throw in my 2 cents. I'll keep up on things, but I hang fucking pictures. That's what I do. I come down and I'll get on stage drunk once in a while, sing a number or 2. But fuck, a lot of money. Depends where you're selling them. So I've been giving them to my friends.
But if
they're
it was
even,
just-
you want to see fucking confused people? We get done playing pickleball or something for the weekend. I'm like, hey, you guys take a couple cases of Bud Light if you want. And they're like, and they take them in this room and they're fucking stacked and they're like, what the fuck, dude? And I'm like, it's a long fucking story, man.